Well,
great
that
drive,
was
eh?
fast. Yeah.
I love zooming down the Autobahn.
How much horsepower is that thing?
The RS5 here? 450 big horses.
Well, I guess we've got that much power. It's a good thing it's got this Quattro system to send the power to four wheels. You'll probably destroy the tires in two.
Well, you know what's behind us?
Yeah.
That's the Audi Museum.
Yeah.
Here we're in Ingolstadt, the headquarters. That's the sales and marketing office. That's where Rupert Stadler, the CEO, sits. That's the factory over there. And if you buy an Audi, you can pick it up right there.
You just know everything, don't you?
Well, we're in Audi town. I mean, you know, like everybody works for Audi here.
Okay, but the point is, this is the 30th anniversary of Quattro. It's a big deal for Audi. Let's go hear the story.
You got it.
Stefan, 30 years of the Quattro brand and also the Quattro four-wheel drive system. Let's talk about the drive system first. How has it advanced in 3 decades?
Well, the first Quattro car 30 years ago had a manual locking center differential. The next big invention,
which was good for traction. I mean, it's like a tractor.
Yeah,
You
it's not a tractor, but the main goal was improve traction of the car. And
if you want to drive up a ski jump,
as we did. The next step was the torsion differential, which was, torsion means torque sensoring, so it can more divide and shift in front to back the torque.
Now you've got something.
And now brand new with the RS5 launched this year is the crown gear differential, which is even faster and puts the car in a position where it's more neutral or a little oversteer in the driving dynamics, which is sportier.
Then why do you put this traction system on a performance car?
In our opinion, Quattro drivetrain is a must.
A must?
Because all the power you have delivered by the engine is useless when you deliver it only to 2 wheels and you have maybe slippery condition, and you will not bring them to the ground.
Does that mean that all performance Audis will have Quattro now?
Yes. All RS models, all S models are Quattro drivetrain cars.
Stefan, everybody has all-wheel drive. BMW has X-Drive, they're just down the road. They're super handling all-wheel drive from Acura. Why is yours any better or any different?
Well, the important thing is how you tune the car, what are the options you engineer in the car, how the character you build with the Quattro drive system in the car. For example, we have the sport differential as an option. Quattro sport differential shifts the torque from right to left or in the opposite and makes the car even more agile. Back to your question, all the same, all cars have 4 wheels and they drive different.
They drive a little differently.
Do you think the name Quattro, the brand Quattro, has the cachet of BMW M or AMG at Mercedes? Do you think?
Yeah, see, Quattro GmbH, where I'm responsible for, is we are responsible for all the high-performance car, show what is technical possible, like the TTRS, where we stand here, an RS5, or the R8 Spider and Coupe, or RS6. These are our cars, and these are the halo cars of Audi.
Okay, now this is, I guess, how four-wheel drive came to Germany in the first place. It's always a military application.
Horsch 901, mid-1930s, permanent locked four-wheel drive. So actually, when you ran around the corner, you'd get wheel hop because, of course, the distance was... So, a very primitive system.
Well, they only built about 30,000 of these things compared to the Americans. You know, the Willys Jeep produced, I guess, in the millions. And of course, the Jeeps came with the Americans at the conclusion of the war. Well, they saw the potential, I suppose.
And fast forward 40 years to 1980, Dr. Piech is thinking about new ways to advance Audi and comes up in a skunk work, this four-wheel drive Quattro that he took racing, and then the whole concept took off.
But again, this is the beginnings of four-wheel drive in Germany. Well, we're looking at Audi Quattros here, Stefan, and behind us, of course, is the first production car with the Quattro all-wheel system. Why did Audi build it? Was this just for race car enthusiasts?
It was a crazy idea, which started in Northern Europe, and it took a very crazy engineer named Dr. Ferdinand Piech, who was keen enough to think about a serial production car with a permanent four-wheel drive. And the idea started when they recognized that a DKW Munger, which was
an army vehicle,
which was produced for the newly raised German army, the Bundeswehr, was able to go faster in heavy terrain as an Audi 200 with much more power. And so they had the crazy idea to took the 5-cylinder engine from the Audi 200 and combine it with the 4-wheel drive of the DKW Munger. And this was...
So you got this car. How many did they build? Did they think this was for a handful of rally enthusiasts, or did they think this was ready for the mass market?
They were not so optimistic. They only thought about selling about 400, 500 pieces.
That's what I thought.
At the end, when we started competing in rally, and all the advantages become clear of a Quattro, people get more and more interested in this drive. And at the end, it was about 25,000 units which were produced until 1989.
Right behind my colleague here is an incredibly expensive Quattro. This has got carbon fiber. I mean, how much did this car sell for? Well, what is it?
This car costed about 200,000 marks. It was the most expensive Audi ever built. It was a complete sport car. No element on this car was from serial production. This carbon fiber body with a race engine, a 5-cylinder turbo race engine with 306 horsepower, and therefore the car was so expensive. It only was produced for the homologation for the short rally Audi Quattro.
Which is what, 50 units? How many did they have to build?
They had to build 200, and actually it was 214.
After the break, the 560 horsepower Quattro. And then Kato goes joyriding on the test track.